thank you for joining another Fashion Friday. As you can tell from recent videos, I went a little bit crazy recently on eBay and I managed to find myself a number of bargains for the Christmas kind of party season that's coming up very shortly. And this is the next one that I'm going to share with you today. This is something which I'm really super pleased with. I think it's kind of one of the best things that I have bought, and barring one or two very small things that I'm going to have to do in terms of adjusting the fit to make it ideal for me, it's pretty much perfect. And as a party dress, I really love it. Now, I thought what I would do is I would just throw out, firstly, to say that I don't necessarily like this outfit, but it's one that I thought I'd use as a contrast. I have a number of items which I've put together, and I thought I would kind of go through them and give you an idea of how I can put together some certain different looks from time to time. So what I've got on today is a few of my older items. This is an old, I think it's a Bowden or Jules top, which I bought on eBay a couple of years ago. I've matched it up with this actually new but very cheap sort of pink skirt type affair, which is kind of like a sort of pink schoolgirl type outfit. It's really for that kind of school disco type look. And I thought that I would try that on today because I've not worn it before. So this is the first time I've worn this. It's really good. It's actually got a lining on the inside. So on the inside, it's kind of like shorts, which is great actually because it's a little bit more warm, especially if you're going to wear it out in the winter. And I quite enjoy that. I think this is a nice little outfit for something that's really quite cheap. I've paired that up with these hold-ups, which are from Walford. So these are white hold-ups. I got them as part of an outfit I was putting together recently, and I haven't really made the most of that, but I figured I'd give them a go today. And I've got these old shoes, which frankly are really cheap and kind of fit me okay. They're okay for photos, etc. But I thought this would go with a kind of overall nice pink and white aesthetic for the introduction to this video. Anyway, to talk about the new item that I've bought recently and to go through that in a bit more detail, this is the main item with an accessory which arrived today. So this is the dress. This is by Dorothy Perkins. Now, I'll get a bit closer in a second so you can see some of the patterning on this. It's really a nice sort of frilly black dress. It's got a lot of volume to it on the lower half, which makes it quite a sort of twirly type dress. It's going to be a bit floaty, which I really like. I don't have many things like that. It's got the two simple straps over the shoulders, but they actually cross over at the back, which is a nice look. It's well fitted for me anyway. I've tried this on once before. It's well fitted, and you can tell when you sort of get it on that it's really made to be worn without a bra. It's very supportive, and I was pleasantly surprised at how well I can actually get away with wearing this without a bra at all. And I'll show you how I've managed to make that work, because at one point I was trying it on with a bra and I was getting absolutely nowhere with it and kind of despairing of how it was even going to fit. Having tried something a bit different, I really have fallen in love with how this sits and how it fits on me. So this is from Dorothy Perkins. If I get a bit closer and show you the fabric on this, so as you can see, it's got this kind of nice shading to it, which is really neat. And it's got a nice sort of floralish pattern in the black. And once you get up close to it, you can see a lot more detail with it, which I really like. I think it's got a lot to recommend it. I like this item. I think this is a nice, really nice dress that sits very well and will be great for parties. So I'm thinking of wearing this out to Leeds First Friday. Now, chilly in Leeds, and I want to tackle two particular issues at the same time. Number one, I don't like wearing a coat when I'm out and about, because you go outside, it's cold, you put on your coat, you go inside, you've got to carry it around or take it around with you or check it into a locker room, something like that, and it's a bit irritating. So I thought that because this is a kind of strappy number which leaves your top of your chest quite exposed, I thought I'd invest in a shawl. And I just picked this up as a sort of black, it's quite see-through shawl, as you can see. It's got these frilly, tassely bits at the base, which are really delicate and very pretty. Little sort of beads on there as well, which are ever so pretty. And the idea of this is just to wear it over the shoulders. Now this is going to accomplish two things when it's worn over the shoulders. And one of them is really quite important. With these kind of dresses, as cross-dressers, one of the problems we have, we are always bigger on the back than a woman is. I always hate when I take videos of myself either from behind or walking away from the camera, because we tend to have quite broad backs. No matter how great you may look from the front, the chances are from the back you might look disproportionately broad. And I certainly have that problem. I really am not a fan of my kind of view from behind, particularly of my back. Quite sort of V-shaped, which you don't see as much from the front. Now, what that means is that on a dress like this, it's quite strappy. You can get a little bit of sort of bulging at the back around about the shoulder blades, where unless you're super thin, and I'm certainly not in this category right now, you're going to get a little bit of broadness on the back. And I find you can get a bit of kind of overlapping where you've got a bit too much flesh for the type of outfit you're wearing. From the front, may look great. From the back, not quite so nice. And one of the reasons I wanted to get this shawl as well is not only is it going to be a little bit, tiny bit of help in cold conditions over the winter, but also drapes over the shoulders. It can provide a good coverage for that area at the back. Really just breaks up the line and gives you a bit more of an interesting look. Now, I've not tried this yet, so I'm looking forward to trying this for the first time with the dress. And yeah, hope it goes well. Anyway, I shall get changed into this and I'll see you guys later. See you in a minute. So this is the dress that I have bought. This is from Dorothy Perkins. It's a size 14. I got it on eBay for roughly £12, including postage and packaging. It's a fantastic item. I'll show you some of the stuff about it. What I love is I love this kind of over the shoulder crossing over here. So instead of simply going straight over the shoulder, it crosses over at the back, which creates a nice sort of interesting look to it. It's quite figure hugging. It's actually quite tight. It's a dress that as if I lost a little bit of weight, I'd certainly be able to get into a bit easier. And what I found, which I really liked about this, is I tried to get this on with a bra and it just wasn't working for me. So what I did was I took the bra off, just tried it on anyway without a bra. And what I found was I could then take the breast forms, slip them inside the dress, no bra, and they're hugged really nicely to me. I've got no danger of slippage or anything, but I'm getting that bosom shape with no bra whatsoever, just hanging over the shoulder. It's a great, great dress for that. This is a really great find, simply to look feminine with great sort of off the shoulder type look. Perfect. Now, downside to this dress. All cross-dressers are going to look broader on the back than a woman of the same proportions would look. It's simply a fact of the male physique. My back, I consider to be broad when I compare it to how I look sort of face on. With that in mind, if I turn around, what you'll see, and bear in mind I've got a phone stuffed in the back of here somewhere, this dress is giving me a bit of overlap in these areas here. Basically where my shoulder blades, I've got a bit of extra kind of padding in here, and that's going to hang over. Now, I don't mind that. Most of the time people are looking directly at your face, they're talking to you and they're not behind you. But if you find that unsightly or you're not happy with it, it would put you off this kind of dress. That's why I went looking for something like this. Now this cost me £4, including postage and packaging, and it's basically just a simple shawl. It's quite sheer material, as you can see, very easy to see through it. It's got these dangly bits at the end, which I think are lovely. These are really very pretty, tactile, nice sort of frilly bits at the end with some little beads on them. And with this kind of shawl, all you can do is you can pop it over your shoulders, let that drape over your back, and we're covered up. So now I have this to cover up my shoulders if you're not happy about anything that you're wearing. You can also cover up that back area. It's still see-through, so you're still getting sort of visibility of what's underneath, which is great. And as an item which is just that tiny little bit warmer if you're going outside, it's also very easy just to have on you inside, and is going to give you, you know, just something to play with. It's something to sort of have and animate your conversations with as you're talking in a bar, for example. But it's not heavy, and it isn't going to be weighing you down like a coat, which you would need to go and put into a cloakroom, for example. You could also, if you're in a bar, for example, just chatting, if it is a bit warm, just slip it off the shoulders and just wear it over the inside of the elbows. It's a great way to wear this kind of shawl. Again, it's exposing the back now, but if you're not worried about that, perfect. So that's kind of your options. Really, you can cover up that back area and leave yourself with a nice looking overall ensemble, which can be worn and adjusted throughout the evening in various different ways. And for that, I love it. I think this is a really great purchase, £4. I think it comes together nicely and sort of sets the whole outfit off. I'm really looking forward to wearing this out at Leeds. Should be great. So, any comments about this dress? If there's anything you want to know about it, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to get a hold of me through my email address, you can do that through julietteisnoir@gmail.com or through my website, julietteisnoir.uk. And feel free to like, share and subscribe. Click the little bell to stay notified about upcoming videos. And yeah, it's been great talking to you. I'd love to hear what anyone's thoughts are on this dress, etc. And I'll do some kind of modelling type video as I've done with the other ones, just to come later on in the week to give you an idea of what it kind of looks when I'm moving about. So, thanks for joining me here again today. Look forward to talking to you all again soon. And as ever, bye! Bye!